I'm HybridFoxKid and welcome back to the blocks SMP. Like always, we are back once again in Honeycomb Ridge and we are doing more base expansion today and hopefully the ending of the upper area of Honeycomb Ridge. Well, I would say the medium area because we have the upper area which is the mountain and then the lower areas which we'll get to a little bit later on. Speaking of the mountains, I have been doing a little bit of off-camera grinding and have just been adding a little bit of indentation to the mountain. The mountain still is not complete, but we are slowly getting there with detailing and all stuff like that. So this is the rough layout of where all the indentations are going for now. And I gotta say, so far, I kind of like it. It is nowhere near complete, so just bit by bit, that's all I gotta do. So far, we're having a good time. But in today's episode, we are going to be working on this area here, and I'm hoping to have probably maybe all of it done by the end of this episode. So there's really no time to be wasting by sitting here and chatting. Let's just get started on the actual work we need to do. So my first plan of action is to kind of cut off the road here. So I've added like a bunch of barriers where the cars will stop and the ending of the actual train line. And I'm thinking of maybe adding like a water system just here, kind of like this little area right over here next to the tree. So this part over here that we have there, kind of going to duplicate over here as well. So I think that's the best way I'm going to cut off like the road and the path and extend onto this further area here. So let's get started on that and see how this one looks. There we go. So we got the first part done and I kind of want to see if it will look good if I add like little outside barriers here as well with the same design. So let's give that one a check as well and see if it looks okay. Yeah, I think I actually like that. Okay, time to duplicate it on the other side. Okay, since we have all three shapes up and running, I can actually get the barricade set up around them and actually dig out the pond. So I think I'm going to do that off camera because it's a little bit of just running back and forth and filling up the place with water. So I'll cut back when that one's done. So I've finally finished decorating all of these ponds and making them look nice. And there is one more thing I got to add before I can officially say that this part is done. And that is fish, because what is a pond without a bunch of fish? Okay, so 4 in here. And I think I'm going to have 4 in each of the areas, just to even it out, because I like even numbers. Oh, wait. Wow, I was too busy talking to fully pay attention. Oh, no. Come back, guys. I put you in the wrong spot. Okay, now to actually heed my own advice. We like even numbers here. And this is the last set of salmon. And there we go, all of our ponds are done and our salmon are looking happy and the base is looking a little bit more lively, which you always love to see. But with this area done, I can actually move on to decorating this part as well. So we've got the 1 out of many done so far, and today has been relatively productive already, which I am not going to stop anytime soon because we need to get this place finished today, hopefully. So I'm just going to quickly take out of my dump shulker a bunch of staircases because I decided I don't like this place being completely level. I think what I've decided to do is I'm going to bop it down by 2 stages. So I think I'm going to chuck a staircase maybe here and then maybe here as well. Yes, let's see how that looks. Let's just clear up to here and see what that's going to look like. I kind of like it. I do really like that. Okay, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of running around. This is gonna take a while. I spent like a good hour or 2 flattening out this entire area like 3 months ago. And now I gotta revert all that work because I've decided I wanted to change how I want this area to look. Now that we have the general idea of where everything's gonna be laid out, it's time to knock down these 2 layers of walls so we can actually get the area looking nice and level. This is gonna take a while, but I'm too stubborn to actually get my beacon. So you know what? We're gonna be doing this by slow hand. Joyous. I just remembered that this part of my base is completely hollow underneath. This is gonna take a while to reform this area. But you know what? I'm still stubborn enough to not get a beacon. Okay, so a little bit of a story time. I've done a bunch of building and a bunch of recording, and I kind of forgot to turn on my microphone. So it's like 2 hours of me just looking at something, hitting at something, and then doing something else. So I don't think that's going to be good enough for the video, so I'm going to show off what I built between those 2 hours, and we'll just pick it up from here. I am so sad that I lost all the footage just because I didn't turn on my microphone. But anyways, this is what we have done so far. Yes, it is a massive difference because it was a lot of work that I forgot to turn on my mic for. So we've got 3 more snakes in the area, 3 more statues. So altogether we have 11 snakes in the base, being 1 big snake and then 10 of these guys. I think it's 11. I hope it's 11. It's 11 now, but the problem is the snakes from this angle really blend in with the mountain, so hopefully when the mountain's decorated a little bit more, the snakes are gonna pop out a tad bit more than they already are, because look at them. You can't even tell there's a snake there, you just see the black dot eyes for them. Well, at least they look good from this angle here, so I can't be complaining too much. And then other than that, we also have just like a cute little flower garden because we need some greenery in this place because all of this place is going to be paved with like your stone bricks and stuff like that. So we need to add a little bit of greenery in. So to continue on this build, I want to kind of get this area situated here because as I said before, the rest of this part is just going to be stone. So that's not very interesting. But this part over here is I kind of want like a staircase to start here and then go down into the ocean. So it's not massively high, so it won't take too long to maybe build up, but it's going to be a curved staircase, kind of like the one we had in Glacius, and I don't know how that's going to turn out. So, you know what, it's going to be rather interesting. I'm going to see how we can do it. And yeah, if I fail, I fail. Hopefully I don't. Look at this staircase, ain't it beautiful? Okay, I'm gonna have to concentrate a little bit, so let's chuck in a solid effort and see how it looks like a little bit later on. Okay, I think I'm at the point now where the stairs are actually looking good and they kind of somewhat semblance a staircase. I don't know, these kind of like curvature staircase always turn out really, really wonky, but I like them, they're kind of cool. And I also had the absolutely ingenious idea of actually putting down a blueprint. That would have been much smarter than beginning and being like, how does this work? I'm not too sure how to do a curve, but yeah, a blueprint definitely helps in this matter. So I think I've got the actual design down. Now I just gotta decorate it a little bit, and I'm going to use a lot of the tiles to decorate it. I'm essentially going to use this blueprint and just like go down with the staircase instead of having it awkwardly float. So yeah, I think I'm just going to like outline it like this and then maybe have like a slab like that. Yeah, so have it outlined like that instead of it being like that big bulky one that's over by the snake area. So yeah, I think I'm going to quickly do this, have it all laid out, make it look pretty, and hopefully it does look pretty by the end of this because I've got high hopes for this area. It does look really nice in my head. There we go. I think that actually looks really, really nice. It looks a little bit awkward with like the 4-block gap here, but you know what? I think it looks okay. So we've got the staircase done up to the upper area of Honeycomb Ridge. Now we actually got to decorate like this general part here because having a massive gap in between the staircases doesn't look very nice, so we're gonna have to edit this whole part here, which I have a plan. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm going to do the same kind of thing I've done here and have just this part be outlined with like this kind of railing and then just build all the way down to the water surface and then we'll see from there. Yeah, we'll go with that and we'll see where it goes from there. Okay, so I finished the top half and now I just gotta build up the layer down to water level. And I think I may want to actually build it out of the tiles because this block here, when there's too much of it in one area, it looks a little bit messy. I don't know, it feels like there's too much going on with that specific block. If I just have this as the top layer and then the rest filled with this, it might look a little bit nicer, so let's see how that looks. There we go, I finished the outlining and I think that actually looks really, really nice. I think I'm going to add a little bit of honeycomb in the middle section here just to break up the darkness of this specific area because it's all one color and it doesn't look as pretty. So yeah, maybe just like crack open this whole part here and have like a giant thing of honeycomb going from top to bottom, kind of like they are in the mountain, just to break it up a tad bit. So yeah, I think I actually kind of like that. And with this being here and actually seeing how well this block looks with this block, I might actually edit how it looks up here. Because in this section here, I have all just this block. And this is where I've decided to add the second block below it because here it just looks so messy. So maybe if I just get rid of the bottom block and then replace it with the tiles, maybe it might look nicer. So if I replace that with this, yes, that already looks like 10 times better. I'm gonna quickly go and replace all the others in this area, so I'll be back in a second. There we go, all fixed and looking 20 times better. Okay, that looks really good. I actually really like that. It breaks it up so nicely because it's so much darker than the other one. Yep, I'm happy with that. So let's take our attention back down to this section here and have a look at the wall again because we got to admire it for a bit. And yes, I made myself a little landing platform that I did not land on perfectly at all, so we're just going to ignore that. So yes, we have these two suspicious holes here, and I have a reason for that. So I think a while ago I decided I wanted to actually integrate like a sewer system into my actual base. So this is essentially where the sewage or like the waterways are going to be exiting. So yeah, we got a very, very long sewer system. This goes all the way to the start of my base on both sides. And now I just want to incorporate how it's going to look on the exterior before I actually deal with like decorating all of this part here. So let's kind of set up how I want it to look. I have no idea how I'm going to have it look, so you know what, it's going to be a little bit of testing on my part. So let's grab ourselves a couple water buckets, and I think I mainly want to build this out of the stone bricks because stone bricks are nice, they look very pretty. So I'll get the slabs and I'll get these regular stone bricks and then maybe some iron bars if I have any. Oh, I do. I have so many iron bars, you have no idea. The water's at least going to be flowing from here. So I kinda maybe want it to flow through iron bars, but I'm not actually sure if water does flow through iron bars, so let's test that. Oh, it does! Oh, that made everything 10 times better. Okay, I think I have a plan. So if I grab some of these, can I... Ooh. Oh, I like that. I have no idea what I'm gonna do from here. Okay, I think I like that. Maybe? Yeah! It looks really, really ugly because it's not decorated at all, but I think I actually like that. You know what? I'm gonna go with it. Okay, so the second sewer gate is done, and this place is looking a lot more complete than it was a second ago. So I decided to pop down the deep slate tiles just by one more because you could see it from the top of the water, and it looked a little bit manky, so I decided to fix it up a tad bit. Don't worry, probably between episodes I'll probably grab all of these and put it all the way down to the bottom of the ocean. It just took a long time and you can't really see it from up here, so you know what, we can act like it's done for now. So the outside of the sewer system is done, and yes, I won't be doing this inside of the sewer today because that's a lot of building for one episode. So you know what, I am going to move away from that and continue this part here because the building of the sewer can be a little bit later on. So let's go back up here and actually build up the railing here because, yeah, I've done everything else, but I haven't actually built up the railing. So this one shouldn't take too long, exactly the same as this. We've all seen this drill before, so yeah, let's just get it started and let's get it finished. That's another part of the area complete, so let's actually go down here and fix up this area here. So I don't know if I want this touching the water. Will it look better like this? Yeah, let's keep it like that. So yeah, let's just connect up these two bridges and then we can start building out little jetties and stuff like that because we love jetties. Jetties look nice. There is a guy with a trident who's trying to murder me. Where are you? Oh, there you are, friend. Hey, let's see if I can actually grab myself a trident. I already have one, but it never hurts to have two. Nope, I was not allowed to have two. Okay, fair enough. I'll just continue with the building. So I'm not too sure how I want to build out the dock. Do I have one right in the middle and then branch out from there and have like little offshoots? Or do I have like two on each side? I'm leaning more towards the middle one. And here's another question, how far do I branch out? Not supposed to be like a massive dock, like a big industrial dock. It's just going to be for like visitor boats and stuff like that. Whoever wants to have a boat on the ocean and then come say hi to Honeycomb Ridge. So it doesn't need to be too massive, but I do still want it to be a little bit decent sized. There we go, I think I've done it, and I think I might only have two of these because I don't know anymore, and I think there might be a little bit too much because I do plan to chuck a couple boats in here as well, so maybe if I have too much it won't look good. And I'm not sure if I want to chuck anything on this side here because technically speaking, if this was like the real world, I doubt any boat would be able to fit in here because quite small and they'll probably accidentally beach themselves being too close to the land. So maybe if I add like a little floaty raft thing here, I'm not sure. Maybe. I'll see what things you see in dock. Then I'll probably chuck whatever's appropriate in here, but I think I might do like a little jetty kind of thing where it like loops around where people can like fish off of and stuff like that. So maybe only that wide and then we'll swing it back around and then connect it to the other side there as well. Just to have a little bit of cohesion between the jetty and the water. Okay, so I think I may be done with the actual jetty section. Now I just gotta add in some posts and decorations and all stuff like that. So, you know what? I think it's probably a good idea to throw us into a time lapse. And while I'm doing the time lapse, I'll also decorate like the pathing and stuff like that, add different textures and stuff like that. So yeah, let's throw us into the time lapse and get this done nice and quickly. the time lapse over, we have the upper area of Honeycomb Ridge nearly done. I thought I was going to be done in this episode, but looking at this area now with all of the stone implemented, it looked a little bit empty, so I think what I might do in the next episode is I might actually decorate this area a little bit more with maybe like park benches and stuff like that. I'll probably find a couple more things to chuck around here. I'm just not too sure just yet, so I think I might have to sit on it for a little bit and then probably come back in the next episode and do a little bit more work on this specific area, as well as down here as well, because as I said before, I did want to add some boat to this part, and I do really need to get rid of all this like one layer of water because it doesn't look very good. You can tell I just excavated an entire mountain from this part, so that's definitely going to be edited between episodes. I'll do a little bit and then probably do a little bit later on. Bit by bit, that's all we need to do. But as I said before, I think I'm gonna leave at this episode here. We've got a lot of stuff done, and most likely in the next episode we will get all of the upper area done of Honeycomb Ridge. And yeah, that's kind of exciting. We are getting so close to the end of this specific part, which is very, very exciting to say the least. But yes, as I said before, I'm gonna leave this episode here. If you guys like the video, give the video a thumbs up and maybe subscribe if you want to stick around. Or good, I'll see you guys next time. See ya!